The story that's reached the press about Lord Tebbit and his condemnation of the enthronement of Joe Hawes as the new Bishop of St Edmundsbury in Suffolk. Now, Lord Tebbit has a tremendous reputation as a man of great kindness and great care, and indeed I remember seeing him on the news surviving the Brighton bombing. He's a man who commands sympathy and great affection. But in this particular case, he said something rather stupid. The sort of stupidity that politicians have come out with in the past, particularly when they were discussing the legitimacy of gay marriage. And frankly, unless somebody is capable of doing exegesis, really they should leave it alone. Genesis 18 to 19 is a parallel story to the story of Abraham giving hospitality to the three angels who visit him at the Oaks of Mamre. And it's used as a contrast. We have the hospitality on the one hand shown by Abraham, and we have the inhospitality shown by the people of Sodom, and for that inhospitality they are punished. This is very much the interpretation of the Bible and the interpretation of the Talmud. It's also the interpretation given by the fathers of the church, patristics. We do find the word yada, to know, is used as a euphemism for sex throughout the Old Testament. It's also used, incidentally, in Judges 19, where the story is talking about gang rape, and that's what we're looking at here. Gang rape is very different to a gay, loving relationship. We have to wait until Philo and Josephus, not biblical writers at all, historians. Josephus is the first to coin the term sodomite, to see the gay story turning up as opposed to the inhospitality story. We also have to look at extra biblical texts like the book of Enoch, like the Testament of Benjamin, the Testament of Isaac. We wait until the 6th century when the then Emperor Justinian decreed laws against homosexuality, drawing a line between the pagan past of the Roman Republic, which had turned a blind eye or indeed condoned homosexuality, at least in certain forms. And these laws, the Justinian laws, were revived in 850 in the West by a rather obscure Benedictine monk who wrote a fake manuscript to justify, the fake manuscript Pseudo-Isidore, to justify the church's carrying out executions. So not something really that we ought to be terribly proud of. I think Lord Tebbit has made a major mistake. Now, if you want to go to a fuller examination of this, you can go to my blog, or you can go to the 3 films that detail every single one of those 6 verses and why they're all open to criticism and open to quite a wider interpretation than I think Lord Tebbit would endorse. Lord Tebbit's job is to look after our laws in Parliament. Lord Tebbit is not a biblical exegete. I have no problem with him boycotting his local cathedral, but it's something he should have kept quiet about, and he certainly shouldn't have been going on national news and talking to the Times about his lack of homophobia. I'm afraid it isn't evidenced in his use of the term sodomite. So great apologies to Lord Tebbit and great sadness, but there we are.